Today we are going to discuss chapter 4, Dream Children. Okay, so it is a story about imagination. Okay, the chapter name is Dream Children. A Reverie. A reverie means it is a daydreaming. Daydreaming. Okay, here the poet is daydreaming about a life he wanted to be but he couldn't have. Okay, so this is a story of a dream of a life which the writer couldn't have. Okay, here the writer is imagine the life he wanted to build. Okay, children are usually fond of listening to the stories of their ancestors. Okay, we know that the children are very fond of listening stories of their ancestors, of their grandparents. Okay, the writer's children, in fact, imaginary. Here, the writer's children are imaginary. It is the imagination of the writer. Okay, came close to their grandmother field. They are very close to their grandmother Field. Her name was Field, who lived in a great house in Norfolk. Okay, Norfolk is a city. Okay, the writer continued to say interesting facts about Field. Field was a highly religious lady, loved and respected by all. She was, in fact, not the mistress of the great house. Mistress means here servant. Okay, but just a caretaker of it. Still, she lived with dignity. Okay, so she was a caretaker of the house. Okay, and she lived with very dignity. When she died, her funeral was attended by concourse of all the poor and some of the gentry too. Gentry means her friends. Okay, her friends of same age. Okay, that is gentry. She was old, so her friend also very old. Okay, of the neighborhood. Okay, they came from many miles to show their respect in her memory. Okay, they came from far. Okay, further the writer said that Field was tall, upright and graceful. She was very tall, upright and graceful. She was an esteemed dancer in her youth. Okay, she was a dancer in her youth. Later she suffered from deadly disease, cancer, which put her in very too much pain. Okay, but she was still upright as she was so good and religious, because she was very good and religious. Field used to sleep by herself in a lone chamber of the great house. She usually believed that two infants used to glide up. Glide up means running around here and there, and down the great staircase near where she slept during midnight. Okay, so she usually believed she concocted that two children used to play around her staircase. Okay, where she slept. Okay, the writer was scared for he never saw any infant. Okay, but she never saw any infant, but she feel that someone is running around here and there. However, Field was always very good to all her grandchildren. Okay, he says that Field was very good to her grandchildren. She liked to have all the children with her in the house during holidays. Okay, because she likes children and she wanted children in her house during holidays. Okay, the writer enjoyed his loneliness even there. He was always alone in himself, even there in the house of the grandmother. Now, we are talking about the writer. Okay, the writer enjoyed his loneliness. Okay, he was alone and live by himself in the house of the grandmother, where Field was lived. Then the writer told John and Alice, the two children. Now the writer had given name to these imaginary children, John and Alice, the two children who were taking much interest in the story, that the grandmother loved all the grandchildren with joy, but she had special attention to John L. Who is John L? John L was a very handsome and spirited youth. Okay, so now John L is a young man. He loved the great house and took care of the garden. Okay, he used to carry the writer on his back. Okay, he used to carry the writer on his back, for he was a bit older than the writer. Okay, because he was elder than the writer. Okay, it was because the writer was lame and couldn't walk alone. Okay, that's why he put the writer on his back and go here and there. Later he himself became lame and was in great pain. Okay. His painful death haunted the writer for long. Okay. Now the writer says uh, he became lame and was in great pain due to some disease or whatever. His painful death haunted the writer for long. Okay. The writer missed him so much, for he had loved him too. He missed his brother kindness. He missed his brother kindness, closeness, and wished him to be alive again, to be quarreling with him. Okay. Here the writer saying John L is like a brother to him. Okay. And he wanted uh, and he wished him to be alive again and to be quarreling. Quarreling means fighting. Okay, with him. So next point is the children cried to listen to the stories about their pretty dead mother. Now the children cried to listen to the stories about their pretty dead mother. The writer continued that he quoted the fair Alice. Now who is fair Alice? The mother of children. Okay. Now he imagined the mother of children and he is telling the story about their mother. Okay. But when he explained how he was denying the marriage, okay, the marriage proposal from LSWN, okay, children become emotional. They thought and realized that they were not real. Okay, that they were not real, and the writer W, the writer and LSWN, they were nearly dreams. Okay, now the writer was awakened and there was no one around him, neither John or Alice. Okay, so this is the end of his dream. Okay, okay. So let's begin with the exercise. Exercises frame sentences to explain the meaning of the following: crave out, pull down, keep up, carry, set up, stick up, mop about, take off, go on. Okay, you have to use these words to make a sentences. Okay, give synonyms of the following words and give antonyms of the following words. This is for your home assignment. Okay, home assignment. Use dictionary. Okay, to see the synonyms and antonyms. Uh, write at least two words. Okay, two words. D. In the essay, you read an example of oxymoron. Oxymoron is a figure of speech in which apparently contradictory terms appear in conjunction. Contradictory means which are opposite to each other, like tragicomedy. Tragedy become tragedy is a tragic tragedy. Okay, and comedy, we all know comedy. Okay, because they are opposite in meaning. If you are doing a comedy in a tragedy, then it is a oxymoron. Okay, it is a oxymoron term. Forbidden fruit, lame footed. Okay, so these are some examples of oxymoron. Okay, now the comprehension part. Pick the correct alternatives from the following. Okay, so these are the right answers. You have to refer your textbook. Okay, so this is the end of this chapter and end of this story. Happy learning.